Welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas Fat Loss Edition. For the next 12 days, we're diving into the real strategies and tools that actually help women lose stubborn fat after 40. We're not talking about trends, I'm not introducing extremes, and we're definitely not encouraging you to just have more willpower. And don't worry, we're still releasing our regular weekly episodes too. So give the show a follow so you get notified when each day drops. Now, think of this like an advent calendar, except instead of chocolate, you're getting clarity, strategy, and a few truths that might ruin dieting for you forever. Back to it. Let's start today with the belief that refuses to die. Calories in and calories out. On paper, it sounds logical. If you eat less and you move more, then fat loss happens, right? Except that is not what 90% of the women I work with are actually experiencing. And that wasn't my experience either. I did what we're all told to do. I tried to eat as little as possible and still call it healthy. I ate lots of salads, chicken, broccoli. I even tried going vegan for a while, just filling up on vegetables and telling myself that had to be better. I worked out regularly 4, 5, 6 days a week. I ate clean. I was consistent for years, not just months. Nothing about it felt extreme. It felt responsible, but it just stopped working. And what messed with me the most wasn't even the weight, it was how uncomfortable I felt in my own skin. I hated getting dressed. I hated working so hard and not seeing it reflecting back at me in the mirror. I hated feeling like I was doing everything right and still getting nowhere. And there were no real answers. Just a lot of keep going, be patient. This is just what happens now as you age. And I remember thinking, is it really? Is this just how my body is going to respond from now on? That frustration is what pushed me to start getting better. That frustration is what pushed me to start asking better questions. Not what else can I cut, but what is my body actually doing? Here's the missing piece for most women. Your body doesn't respond to math. So that calories in and calories out, what a scam. It responds to signals: stress, sleep, fuel, hormones, gut, recovery, nervous system. Calories tell your body how much, signals tell your body what to do with it. When those signals say resources are scarce, things feel unstable, or we're under too much pressure, your body will not burn fat. It simply does not feel safe enough to burn fat. It protects you. Your body actually starts to stop the fat burn process as a protective mechanism. So when you are, in other words, in fight or flight mode, your body will not do the thing you want it to do most, which is lose that stubborn weight. That's not your body being stubborn. That is survival biology. So here's why calories have stopped working for you. And it's what most women never get told. So calories in, calories out doesn't stop working because you hit a certain age. It stops working because your body has adapted. When you consistently eat less, train harder, sleep less, and live under constant daily pressures, your body learns one thing: energy is not reliable, so it adapts. It burns fewer calories at rest, it holds on to fat as insurance, it downshifts thyroid output, reproductive hormones, and recovery. That's not a failure of discipline, that's metabolic adaptation. Calories still matter, they just stop being the driver of fat loss. At that point, fat loss becomes a signaling problem, not a math problem. And the shift isn't for you to do more, the shift is changing the signals your body is responding to. Calories didn't stop working, your body stopped trusting the environment you put it in. So, what you need to do instead is 1, stop skipping meals. Okay, so if you call it in the name of fasting or you're just not hungry, that is going to be a huge problem. If you're regularly pushing breakfast late, skipping meals, or waiting until you're starving to eat, your body is getting the message that food isn't reliable. For the next week, eat 3 real meals, include protein at each one, eat before you are ravenous, and eat in a calm state. Sit at your table, no phone, no TV, and chew your food really, really well. This isn't about eating more, it's about eating consistently so your body stops bracing for safety. Number 2, train without trying to be exhausted. If every workout leaves you sore for days, shaky, or wiped out, that's not fat loss training, that's stress training. So those HIIT classes at F45 or Orange Theory, nope, that is stress training. For now, cap those high intensity sessions, allow rest days with no guilt, and finish workouts feeling like you could do more, not like you can't do anything. Recovery is not laziness, it is a metabolic signal. And number 3, protect your sleep like it's part of your diet. Short sleep tells your body energy is scarce, and scarce energy equals fat storage. Tonight, do one thing: go to bed 30 minutes earlier, stop scrolling, or make your room darker and cooler with some white noise. You don't need perfect sleep, you need enough sleep for your body to feel safe. None of these are extreme, they are foundational. And for most women, this is the first signal shift, or I like to call them lifestyle anchors, that make fat loss possible again. This is why I see women who are eating, 1,300 calories a day, training consistently, doing everything right, and their metabolism is basically saying, cool, let's go on low power mode. This is also why guessing keeps people stuck. When you look at functional testing, stress hormones, mineral status, liver markers, gut health, you can literally see why calories aren't landing the same way anymore. Fat loss resistance leaves patterns. And once you understand those patterns, you stop blaming yourself and start fixing the right things. A quick pause here for a second. If you're listening to this thinking, okay, but how do I know what my body is responding to? That's exactly why I created my free metabolism assessment. It takes about 2 minutes and helps identify what's actually slowing fat loss for you. Is it stress overload, underfueling, recovery issues, hormone patterns, or metabolic adaptation? You'll find the link in the show notes or in my bio on my Instagram page. Send it back to me at michelle@michellescarlett.com, and we'll chat about what's really slowing your metabolism down. Here's what I want you to take from today. Fat loss doesn't start with eating less. It starts with removing the signals telling your body to brace or that you aren't safe. Once your body feels supported, calories suddenly matter again. And for the next 12 days, we're breaking down the exact pillars to make that happen, one insight at a time, with absolutely no overwhelm. Tomorrow, we're talking about stress, the kind you don't feel dramatic about, but your body is absolutely responding to. Make sure you're following the show and come back tomorrow for day 2 of 12 Days of Christmas Fat Loss Edition. I'll see you then.
If this conversation stirred something up in you, if you feel even a little more clear, more curious, or more inspired, share it. Send it to a friend who's been quietly wondering if the way she feels is just how it is now, and tag me on Instagram or LinkedIn at michellescarlett_. I truly love hearing what lands for you. And if something came up during this episode, a question, a symptom, a story, email me directly at michelle@michellescarlett.com. I personally read every message and I'll help you get clear on what you're dealing with and what to do next. You don't have to settle. You don't have to figure it out alone. This is your space to take your health, your life, and your success back into your hands.